Hello everyone, today we want to show you that God can use anyone to do His work, no matter the weaknesses. In the Bible, many people had fears, doubt, or even bad pasts, but God still used them to spread His message. Let's listen to these stories and see how God works through weaknesses. I chose Moses. Through him I learned that God used the secure. When God called him to lead Israelites, he was afraid. He told God that I'm not a good speaker. Exodus 4 verse 10. But he reminded him that he makes his mouth and he could help him speak and with his power and lead people of Israel to freedom and receive the Ten Commandments. The lesson is when God calls us, He will help us no matter our weaknesses. I choose Jeremiah. Through him I learned that God uses the young. When God called him to be a prophet, he said, I am too young. Jeremiah 1 verse 6. But God told him, not say you are too young. I will be with you and I will give you some word to speak. He trusted God and he made a prophet, a strong prophet. The lesson is, no matter how young we are, God can use us to spread His truth.
I chose Peter. Through him, I learned that God uses the fearful. He loved Jesus, but when people asked if he knew him, he got scared and denied him 3 times. Luke 22, verse 54 until 62. He felt so ashamed, but Jesus forgave him and told him that to take care for his people. Then later he preached and 3,000 people were saved on one day. The lesson is, even when we make mistakes, God can forgive us and use us for His work.
I choose Paul. Through him, I learned that God used the apostle. Before he followed Jesus, he hated Christians, and then Joe put them to the prison. Acts 8 verse 15. But one day, Jesus appeared to him in the bright light and changed his heart. He became one of the greatest missionaries, traveling everywhere and preaching about Jesus. The lesson is, no one is too bad for God to change and use it for His glory.
I chose Mary Magdalene. Through her, I learned that God uses the broken. She had troubles past, and she was possessed by 7 demons. Luke 8 verse 2. But God healed her and gave her new life. She became one of His followers, and she was the first person to see Him after He rose from the dead. The lesson is, no matter how broken we are, Jesus can heal and give us new and use us for His work.
I chose Gideon. Through him, I learned that God is the fearful. When God called him to fight for Israel, he was afraid. He even tested God by asking him things. Judges 6 verse 15. But God gave him courage, and with all 300 men, they defeated great army. The lesson is, when we feel weak, God gives us strength to do His work. I chose Thomas. Through him I learned that God uses the doubtful. When Jesus rose from the dead, he didn't believe. He said, I must see and touch His wounds to believe. John 20 verse 24 until 29. When Jesus appeared and showed to him, he knew he was true alive. After that, he preached far and wide, even in India. The lesson is, even when we doubt, Jesus can help us believe and use us to share the gospel.
I chose Samaritan woman. Through her, I learned that God used the outcast. Many people rejected her because of her past, but Jesus spoke to her kindly and told her about the living water of salvation. John 4 verse 17 up to 18. She was so excited that she told her whole village, and men believed in Jesus.
lesson is, no matter our past, God can use us to share His love. You see, God does not choose perfect people. He chooses weak people and make them strong. He chooses fearful and make them courageous. He chooses the broken and make them whole. So, no matter your who, God can use you. Are you willing to let Him?